All right, so time to talk about a topic that not many people care about. It's pretty niche, but oh well. Yeah, so DVDs and Blu-rays. I just got a good chunk of them to kind of talk about well, sort of comparing the two, positives, negatives, and whether some movies sort of require upgrading to Blu-ray. But before we get started, let's talk about region locking, which is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I mean, if you get a copy of like Spider-Man from say Japan, you can't play it on a American or Canadian system. I just find that really stupid. But come on, we all know what region locking is, and it's super dumb. So yeah, I mean the thing is this isn't related to movies, but at least for some like gaming related systems, sometimes region locking isn't really an issue. Like some systems are mostly region free, like the PS4. If I get a UK copy of Abzu, it would run well. It would run properly on the PlayStation 4. But let's talk about the main topic, Blu-rays and DVDs. So, yeah, I know this kind of sounds pointless. DVDs are pretty old, and even Blu-rays, it's getting kind of niche, physical media in general. And the question is, like, let's get an example here. Talladega Nights, a movie I really like, but it's also the type of movie that does the upgrade to like 1080p really matter? Because don't get me wrong, I really like this movie, but does anyone like watch this movie saying, "Wow, that 1080p really improves the experience"? If anything, watching in 480p has its charm. I'm not saying this Blu-ray looks bad, far from it, but that's just something I want to discuss in general. So DVDs versus Blu-rays, and I know it sounds like there's nothing to compare the two. One simply looks better, and the upgrade to DVD and Blu-ray is pretty huge, if I say so myself. I'm not a big visual person, but it's pretty noticeable. But there are some trends with Blu-rays or should I say, lack of certain trends from the DVD generation that I sort of miss. Like this sort of multi-pack. These were abundant in the DVD days. You'd get like 3 to 5 movies in one package, and you could usually find these in clearance for a pretty decent price. I mean, these are the Insidious movies. Unpopular opinion, I like all the Insidious movies. Even Insidious 4 was pretty good. I mean, not to say that Blu-ray completely ditches this trend. You still get a good chunk of like movie collection sometimes, and that's always nice. Having a nice box set of like all the movies in a certain franchise and being able to watch it in high definition is, quite heartwarming. So yeah, like I did say lack of trends, but it's more so it's happening less and less. Like, let me 1 second. Like the Spider-Man movies. I remember grabbing this on DVD for $7. And yeah, there are Spider-Man collections, but they do go for a little pricier. It's sort of easier to find the Spider-Man movies on Blu-ray individually. So there's that. Also, let's talk about special features. Like this is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Back in the DVD days, I mean, there, like you, it wasn't rare for a DVD to kind of have a collector's edition with like an entire disc just dedicated to special features. And it does happen with Blu-ray every now and then. Like here's the Dark Knight. This comes with like it's kind of hard with the extra disc of special features. And I just find it funny. This is off topic. How the Dark Knight Blu-ray has a picture of the Joker, while the DVD has Batman. Interesting contrast, I suppose. But yeah, it's something I really miss. It feels like special features are sort of a rarity, and even then, like you just occasionally since it's all on one disc, you get packed in so many special features. So and it's weird because I'm the type of guy who never watches special features, but it's still something cool to have. I might sound like a contrarian after saying that. But that being said, I think there are certain movies that really help from watching on Blu-ray. This is a movie I actually haven't checked out on Blu-ray yet. I just got it for a good price, Life of Pi, and I'm sure it looks great in 1080p. And here's another topic. I'm not sure how frequent this was in the DVD days, but let's talk steelbooks, right? So this is a steelbook of Army of Darkness. And what's really cool is, I know I just complained about the lack of special features in these, but this comes on 3 full discs with like each one's a different cut of the movie. I mean, there's just theatrical cut, the director's cut, and the international cut. I mean, okay, I get theatrical and director, but I don't know what they mean by. Let me turn this around. International cut. Is it like a toned down version? Who knows? The thing about steelbooks, I'm not super crazy about them, but you know, if they look cool and they're not too pricey, it's pretty cool. And this is a admittedly, I guess, more minimalist steelbook in both art and content, but I really like this sort of black and white design and just the close up of the alien with the sort of foreboding "you are not welcome here" of District 9. So yeah, this video is really messy. I just want to talk about things, kind of comparing DVDs and Blu-rays, like I keep saying. The thing about most recent Blu-rays is they come with a DVD and sometimes a digital copy, so it almost kind of defeats the purpose of a regular DVD version, but the DVD copies still sell, which is why Blu-rays haven't really killed off DVD like DVDs killed off VHS. It's just something to note. I just find it really interesting how almost every Blu-ray comes with a DVD. But this is where things get complicated. So let's talk about anime. So, I mean, getting recent anime movies, it's not too bad. There's usually a US release date, and while it completely lacks any special features, you know, you get both the sub and dub, 1080p picture quality, and the price isn't too bad. But if you want to get Blu-rays of your favorite anime shows, yeah, good luck. These things, like, the prices are ridiculous. They'll go for like $50, $60 for just a pack of 13 episodes. You're better off, like, just getting DVDs of, like, older anime. But then again, we're talking a newer series, so that's not really an option you could do. Because with, like, the older series, you could usually, like, grab a pack of, like, 20 episodes at a thrift store for, like, $9, and that's pretty cool. One of the more unique releases recently was Bell by Mamoru Hosoda. This was a steelbook, and it retailed for around $25, and, like, the quality here is pretty impressive. And, you know, it comes with a Blu-ray and DVD as per usual. There may have been some special features, I'm not so sure. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Blu-ray and DVD. There's still a little blurb on it. It's like nothing special, pretty low effort, but hey, thanks for watching.